Und ja, welcome back to Off the Bench. You know what that music means. It's time for another edition of Mailbag, where we answer all of my life's most pressing questions. All right, open up the mics. Let's do this thing.
Weird.
OTB Mailbag comes from Emil. He says, welcome to your TED Talk. You are now the leading expert in the last thing you Googled. What will your talk be?
The last thing that I Googled.
Or maybe I'll expand this. Just what if you had to give a TED Talk, what would you give a TED Talk on?
You don't want me giving a TED Talk.
Yeah, come on, do something. What are you most passionate about? What do you think that you could best explain to people?
Most passionate about character, like Jack Marucci just talked about.
Okay.
There we go.
Sounds like a very exciting TED Talk. I definitely will not fall asleep during your TED Talk. It's going to be awesome.
Because you lack character, I guess, T-Bob. Look, that's the way I was raised, though. My dad, my grandparents, like both my grandfathers were in the military. My dad was in the military. Like, I was raised on character, like shaking people's hands, looking them in the eyes, saying yes, sir, opening doors for people. Okay. There might not be a place for that in 2020, T-Bob, but damn it, there's a place for that in the Hester household.
Did we just get the TED Talk?
Yes, you did.
Right. He's like all serious.
Yeah. I feel like we just got the TED Talk. That was great. I feel much better now.
I mean, is that not okay to have high character
I'm
in
2020?
inspired. Thank you, Sam.
Look at the youth. The youth is just
They're like
shutting you
so
down.
shaking
inspired.
hands.
Get this old man out of here. Yeah, shaking hands, bro. You can't shake hands anymore. That's like the number
Let me
one
just
thing
tell
you
you
can't
something.
do right now.
That might not come back in the Abear household. It's coming back in the Hester household, and
I
it's
wonder
acceptable.
how, like,
Even if it's not acceptable.
what does eventually take the place of shaking hand that still creates the same level of respect? We'll have to see. Mine would be on the truth in fiction, the truth in fantasy, and how fantasy, despite being not true, actually a lot of times reveals the ultimate truths about ourselves and the ultimate characters of human beings, et cetera, et cetera. Sammy, what's your TED Talk on?
Party planning.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Danny?
I don't got anything.
Does one little correct? Oh wait, hold on. That does have. There's a couple shots of us going in here. I'll get past those. Okay, you get one wish.
Why are you rolling past those?
You get one wish.
Yep.
But 70% of the entire population also gets exactly what you wished for. What's the wish?
Oh my goodness! Clean health.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
fair.
and then
That's fair.
You got 70% of the world that is healthy.
I'm going back to what I love the most. You know, I want to keep everybody fed. I'm wishing once again for that Waffle House replica kitchen in my household.
That's got to happen for you because you
then-
want it. You have
and-
Les would say, you have a want for it.
Yeah, it's been one of my foremost desires.
Forget
my
everybody
entire
being
life.
healthy in the world, but I can have a Waffle House kitchen.
Yeah, bro, but you know what? You keep people fed. You can it's what's the old saying? You give a man a fish, you feed him for a meal. You teach him to fish, you feed him for life. Okay, I'm out here feeding the world for life with my Waffle House replica kitchens. OTB Mailbag: bacon, egg, and cheese, or bologna, egg, and cheese sandwich for breakfast. I don't know if I've ever had a bologna,
Bacon, egg, and cheese, but don't sleep on bologna. A little fried bologna when you're struggling to make ends meet will
It's
go
great.
a long way.
Fried bologna's great.
That's what we learned growing up, at least.
He says yard eggs or store eggs. I mean, obviously, I'm all about anything as fresh farm to table as you can get. Yard eggs are great. But I'm a breakfast sandwich connoisseur. The premier breakfast sandwich combination is sausage, egg, and cheese. Specifically
kind
a
of
sausage patty.
100%.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't
100%.
like
The
bacon
greasier
after
the
I've had
better.
sausage.
I mean,
I
I'm
agree
going to
too.
take both of them.
The
I'm not gonna
problem
turn it down.
with the bacon, egg, and cheese, and they're right. No, I'm not. You know, they taste good. Obviously,
But
it
the
tastes good.
sausage
It's more
is what?
substantial.
Okay, that's what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, it's more substantial. It's more like an actual piece of sandwich. Sometimes bacon
Can get
feels
lost.
almost like a topping. Yes, again, exactly. So we're all the same accord here.
It does like football players, like bacon is a topping. It's not like a main course. Yeah.
Exactly. Unanimous. Sausage, egg, and cheese, the premier breakfast sandwich. OTB Mailbag. Once everything opens back up, we get back to normal. What's the first outdoor eating/drinking venue you will attend when you can?
I don't even care. Like, I just want to go put my legs under a table
Yeah.
and go out to eat and like have some fellowship and have a couple glasses of Jameson. And I don't even care what the food is.
Yeah, I think I'll give. I would definitely go. Well, look, one of our sponsors, City Cafe, I think is awesome to go hang out at. But other places, Tin Roof, we've done a lot of work over there.
Yeah.
Love drinking outside at Tin Roof. Excited to get back to that eventually.
That's one of the things. Like, this weather has been fantastic.
know.
It's perfect outside eating/drinking weather. And obviously, we can't.
I've been doing it in my backyard, but no, you're absolutely right. It is a cruel twist of fate, a cruel, ironic twist, that we have the nicest spring I think I've ever experienced since I've lived in Baton Rouge.
Without question.
We're shut down. It's so messed up. Sammy, where are you going first?
Probably a bar since I'm now 21.
Yeah, that's right. Congrats.
Good point. Yeah, she just wants to like step into it. I get it though.
Yeah, because she's never
I've never been
gone
to
to
a
a
bar
bar
in my
before.
life,
So
you
when
know?
I turned 21,
Not
I
once.
was by myself because Katie was younger than me by a year and a half, and it was during finals week in May, and I was like, I have to go to a casino. Like I have to at least like step in there and lose some money.
I'm
real
going
quick.
to the casino.
There you go. Yeah, we went to we did that for my wife's birthday, and then I lost like $40 in 5 minutes.
Me too.
Playing
I was
blackjack,
out.
and that was in college, and I'm like, what the hell, dude? That was terrible. I could have bought a video game. Like, I'm out. I hate casinos.
Yeah.
Danny, where are you going?
I'm going to the Bulldog.
Oh, great. Another great choice. My other one, if I still lived in New Orleans, Bayou Beer Garden. That backyard, the Bayou Beer Garden backyard is just, it's my happy place. OTB Mailbag, it says UFOs. Have y'all seen this?
I've seen it. I've seen it.
It just kind of no pun intended, like flew under the radar.
It's a little scary. It hasn't made the waves like I thought it would, but it's always weird when you see the pilots and you have the audio recordings of the military guys like, what the hell is that thing? But yeah, if you haven't seen them online, UFOs may be a real thing. OTB Mailbag, Truly or White Claw?
White Claw. Ain't no laws when you're drinking the claws.
Yeah.
Somebody said, is it true? Is Truly kind of the old man choice? Like, and is White Claw the younger, hipper choice? Like, for y'all's age, are y'all's peers drinking Trulies or White Claws, Danny and Sammy?
Both.
I see like the majority of girls drinking White Claws, but
Okay.
I feel like
When it first hit, it was Truly's, and now it's more leaning towards White Claws because the flavors taste better, in my opinion.
Oh.
But Truly's did just come out with like a lemonade version, but it's disgusting. Do not try it. I hated it.
Like Mike's Hard Lemonade, it's all come full circle. Do you have an opinion on the Truly White Claw?
I don't.
I've had both. I think they're both bad.
And I'm not like, I don't. I just like my poolside drink is usually a cold beer.
Yeah, you can
And
have
then
cold beer.
my other drink is like bourbon at night. Like I'm not a snob like other people. Like just give me some bourbon, but
mix up. For me with pool drinks, I like liquor based fruity drinks. Right. So anything.
So at the beach, you're like seltzer.
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't really like any of the seltzers. I want more of like your classic pina colada, margaritas.
I got you.
I'll slam a million margs.
Yeah.
Maybe you even go real crazy and you make a little jungle juice. Get some Everclear.
What's your
throw it in
beer
with
choice?
Some Sprite.
It depends on where you're at, but if you're on the beach, like Corona or Dos Equis always hits.
If I'm going with the Mexican light beers, I prefer a Pacifica over Corona or Dos Equis.
Look at me. I know the third option.
Just saying,
Get
I
out of
think
here.
Pacificos are great.
But I'm not a beer snob either. Like Cold Coors Light, I'll take one of those too.
Oh
A
man,
Michelob Ultra.
the holy domestic trinity.
Everyone thinks that's such like a dad.
Mick
drink.
Ultra's just like
Yeah. I
it's
try not
a
to-
watch your
to
figure.
follow
I was
dad
raised on them. Not
stereotypes.
saying I drank
Okay.
underage, but that's like the drink of
Yeah.
choice.
I mean,
in
It's
the neighbor's household.
Mick Ultra to me are it's kind of a watch your figure beer, right? I mean, you want to get a little buzz on, but you're trying
Little
not to feel
country club
loaded
beer,
down.
yeah.
Right.
I've been real into after my bachelor party years and years ago, we had a charity event at Sweetwater Brewing, and I drank so many IPAs that night that I think I avoided them for years. And lately, that's all I've been drinking. But them things are thick. Them things are thick, and it's starting to show a little bit.
No love for Natty Light inside the Bayou Ford Huddle.
I as I've said on this show before, I tracked inflation during my college years.
Yeah,
through Natty
we've
Light.
had this conversation
Yeah.
before about how much you could get for
You could get
nothing.
24
basically.
tall boys. So that's from an ounce perspective, it comes out to 32 normal 12-ounce beers. You could get that for $9.99 when I got to college. That's 33 cents per beer, essentially.
And if it was real tough times, a little Keystone.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then Stones became a bit cheaper. So and the Keith Stone commercials were excellent for a while there. So I'm not a proud man. And if you're trying to get like all day drinking, yes, stick with those light ones. But if you're just enjoying a few, I will say this: I like all Belgian beer. Something about those monks. I don't know what it is.
Fat
Used to
Tire.
love La Fin du Monde. Can't
Like
find it
Fat Tire?
anymore. I like Fat Tire. What is it? Trappist, Treble. Now I'm blanking.
Have y'all had that beer
Delirium.
at
Delirium's
Epcot?
very good.
The grapefruit beer at Epcot.
Yes, I have actually.
Insane. That one's
So when I'm at Epcot, I'm chasing around 4 like little bitty fast Hester boys. I don't get a chance to partake.
Is there? That's like the only thing that's fun about Epcot. Like
No.
that's like the best
It was-
part about
They have
Epcot.
an
we've been
LSU drink
once.
at Epcot, but it's not an
Oh.
LSU drink.
But
It's
it
just a purple
is.
drink with a lemon in it. And we're like, oh, an LSU drink. It's like sake.
You see, but the kids aren't into Epcot. That is truly the adult portion of Disney. Is there anywhere that you can like pass off the kids to, like a kids club or something for the day? I guess
That's
not.
only like on a cruise ship. you
yeah,
know?
yeah, damn.
My-
So I will
my-
say
my
one of the
boys
most fun I've ever
My boys
had.
like Universal a little bit more.
Well, that's because they're okay. They're
a
getting
little
into
bit
the
older.
roller
Yeah,
coasters.
yeah.
I spent years where I was kind of like, I don't see the appeal of Disney right now. I love roller coasters. The rides at Universal are more badass. But now that I have a kid and I've watched this little 2-year-old face light up at Disney, I am completely back on the Disney bandwagon.
For Epcot, you can just put your kids on the Skyliner and let them ride around.
Oh, let's not get Sam any children
Just do a
anytime
couple
soon.
laps. You'll be good to go. Hey, look, you got your phone? Okay, yeah, just call me. Watch your little brother.
Sam
That's all you gotta
off
tell
the
him.
babysitting list.
Just watch tell the oldest brother to watch the little ones.
Hey, he's getting close.
Yeah, there you
He's
go.
10.
They won't go
Yeah.
anywhere. Just say, don't
true.
leave the Skyliner.
And if somebody takes him, they'll bring him right back.
Right.
I mean, honestly, Disney security is going to keep your kids safe. Like, odds are.
Yeah.
Maybe something goes wrong. There was a kid that got eaten by an alligator a few years ago, which is pretty terrifying. But you know, if you can't get eaten in the Skyliner, like Sammy said,
You'll
there
just
you go.
maybe you'll get stuck and it'll be even better, more time.
I will say one of the most fun experiences I've ever had drinking was doing the around the world thing at Epcot, where you go to each country and you get a drink in each country. And I'm sure that my
You just do
mother-in-law.
not feel good afterwards.
No, well, yeah, no. I'm sure that my mother-in-law loved me trying to do accents for every single country as well. That wasn't obnoxious at all. Bullshit, bienvenue. Constant, never stops. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I like in here.
I'm just appreciative of all the natural light talk in the Bayou Fort Huddle.
Hester, does one little correct prediction do anything to erase one of the most historic takes that was not correct?
No, I'm not a big fan of champion when I'm right. I like to actually champion when I'm wrong. I think it's a lot funnier.
I will give Jake credit here though, because he won't give himself credit. He banged the Clyde Edwards-Helaire drum over DeAndre Swift, over these other guys. He made a big point about it on his show multiple days, and sure enough, Clyde being the first running back taken off the board, making it to that first round.
Yeah, big fan of that pick.
Do the Bulls win in '98 if Rodman doesn't go on a bender in Vegas?
Do they win if Jordan doesn't knock on his door and say, "Get your ass out of bed"?
No, I'd say no to both those.
Pulled him by his nose ring.
Yeah,
Get up.
which God, that
If you
that
don't think
has to
MJ's
hurt.
the GOAT after watching that, by the way, and I know we're like way over for a break, but MJ's the
Oh,
GOAT.
we're fine. We're just gonna go a little short with Joey today. Yeah, he probably. I mean, look, it's. But here's the deal: documentaries always have a way of making you think stuff.
I don't care.
Like, what about when
I
the
don't care.
LeBron doc comes out?
I don't care. He did not do what Jordan did against the Pistons, who were like tag team wrestling out there.
Okay, that is true.
Okay.
but here's my
he
my
would,
point
he
with
would
that.
have had the rules changed.
No. See, no.
Absolutely.
That's where y'all got this
Jordan
twisted.
does not have the dog. Or sorry, LeBron does not have the dog that Jordan had in him.
This is
does
a
not.
nature.
Not even close.
This is a nature versus nurture debate a bit here. Okay, LeBron was brought up. He was nurtured in the softer age of the NBA. Correct. So that's the parameters that he operates under. You're flopping. You're complaining to refs. If LeBron had been around
Kobe
in the
didn't do
Jordan
that.
era, if LeBron had been around, LeBron's a bit younger, Kobe. But if LeBron had been around in the Jordan era, he would have been a 6'9", 270 killer. You think the Pistons could get physical with that guy?
Yeah.
He would have taken Lambeer and Stone Cold
he
stuttered
would
him.
have had the you know what to do it.
Yes, he would.
No.
Yes, he would. Y'all, you're crazy.
No.
You're crazy. I would love to see a LeBron raised in the
And
late
I'm not saying
80s
LeBron's not
NBA.
fantastic. He did not have the dog that Michael Jordan had in him. Dennis Rodman would have annoyed him. Think what Draymond Green did to LeBron.
Okay, but
Look how
time
much
out.
he
But
annoyed
Draymond
him.
Green is the modern Dennis Rodman.
He
in my
ain't nowhere close to Rodman.
Oh
though.
my God. Oh man, this is just classic
Draymond Green.
rose-colored
You
lenses.
ever seen that guy put on a Michigan State football uniform and play in the spring game, he got destroyed.
That doesn't.
Rodman would not have done that.
That has nothing to do with anything.
Yes, it does. Rodman's tougher.
I don't think that carries
This
any weight.
isn't my show, but let's take a break. Let's get out of here. What are you doing?
All right, that was OTB Mailbag.